Richard Simmons, he has
locked in. Yeah, he's locked in.
Man, I met him once
at
the L.A. airport, and you know,
said hi to him,
bro.
That's crazy.
No, he was okay. He was in uniform. He was in his costume. He had his the little the running shorts on, tank top.
At the airport,
he wanted me to know.
Yeah. He was.
But
Richard
it was
Simmons.
back when I was doing kind of a dandelion fro thing.
Hey,
you know, I had like that fro hair.
As an artist, we're always exploring.
I had to have something, you know. You gotta have a thing, and so our eyes meet. I'm probably
that sounds romantic.
I'm probably 50. Oh, it did.
Anyway, our eyes meet.
I was probably 50 yards away.
Yeah.
And he turns, and I'm staring right at him. I'm like, "You're Richard Simmons," and you know, just in our eye. And so I don't know when I started this, but I all of a sudden realized I was jogging towards him. I was like, and then I was like, I'm speeding. I'm running towards Richard Simmons. And then check this out. This is what's amazing. He's now running towards me in the LAX airport.
Oh, I've heard stories about him that he's like that.
Dude,
yes, it was very.
Full embrace.
Yeah.
I mean, we meet and hug, and I bury my face in his dandelion hair. He smells so good. And then I thought of something, and so I pushed him away, like at arm, you know, I got him arm's length away, and I'm like, "Richard, you saved my life." And he's, I used to be 350, and he looked at me and he teared up. He didn't tear up, but I could tell it was meaningful. And then I was like, "I'm kidding. I'm so sorry. That was a terrible thing to say." But I love your videos. I do love your videos. Yeah. I love your work.
I was like, I didn't think that's true.
No, it was not true. It was not true. But
funny.
And it wasn't. And then and I got a photo with him. He was wearing those puffy socks too, man. I was like, where do you get your socks, man? Those are they look so comfortable.
Have you heard that podcast about him?
No.
About he's on the Los Angeles like tour of homes or whatever, or the celebrity tour, and he would always you can like the ones that are like not you hire and you go around to see Michael Jackson's house, or you see all this is where Rihanna lives or whatever. He would be outside sometime. He knew when the bus was coming, and he would hug everyone.
Oh, I don't. Oh, that's amazing.
And then I think somebody
ruined it for everybody else.
Somebody turned on him or something, and then we haven't seen him in like 15 years because he. Something like
somebody ruined.
Somebody in the airport came up to him and was like, "Hey, you changed my life," and then it was a lie.
Someone sniffing my hair, dude. First time I ever went to L.A. Me and my wife, we went and got one of those maps ourselves. We couldn't afford to get on the tour bus or whatever, so we just got the map. You can get it off the street, and I was like, I don't know if this is real or not. Probably not. But we drove around, and one of the first houses we went, it's like Neil Diamond. It says Neil Diamond's house. We pull up right by Neil Diamond's house, and we're sitting out in front, and sure enough, Neil Diamond is there, and he is angry. And because he's kicking his trash can, and he's kicking his trash can, and he's pulling it. And Neil Diamond took his trash can out himself to the own side of the street, and I'm like, that's living.
I guess there is no.
He has the same struggles that I do, and
we're all trying to get to the mountaintop. If Neil Diamond is taking his own trash out,
there's no hope for me. I'm always going to be taking the trash out. Trash days are Thursday around my house. Wow. I found out. Yeah.
Well, I guess all those, like, there's a celebrity. There's one here that goes to like.
You get the map?
Yeah, it goes to like.
Oh, really?
Kelly Pickler's house or something. Like it goes to because my girlfriend's parents came in town and we took it. So what it does, it's insane. It's like this bus driving through like Belle Meade. I was like, we should not be here.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. This is Taylor Swift's grandmother's house. All right, sweet. But what they say is for commercial, they can't say this is Eric Church's house. Oh. So they go, some people say this is the house that may or may not, a guy that wrote Drink in My Hand. And then somebody has to go out, Eric Church. And then they go,
maybe.
Because they get sued if that's like taking advantage of someone that didn't consent or something like that. You can't drive by somebody's house.
My goodness.
Yeah.
My goodness.
They didn't come by my or your house. You don't live here, though. You don't live here.
No, we're Atlanta, Georgia. Atlanta. And they don't. Now, we get rando knocks on our door, though. We refurbished a house that was, when we bought it, it was listed on.
And by we, who do you mean by we?
Me and I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Let's clear this up.
I did not do. I did not do a thing.
But by we, who do you mean? Yeah.
And my wife,
Yeah.
she does this for a living now. She's like, interior designer, more architectural stuff. So it's in her purview.
Sure.
But when we bought it, it was listed on Curb magazine, that's a real estate magazine, as the ugliest house available in Atlanta. And they're like, who would buy this? And my wife's like, we would. and so we did.
Yeah.
It was built by a guy by the name of Gerald Riggs. He was the leading rusher of the Atlanta Falcons in 1989. He started building the house. And so it looked like Miami Vice and Scarface made like a house baby. It was that, kind of contemporary model.
Alex thinks he's going to find it. There's no way you're going to find this house.
Well, we get knocks on the door all the time. And so check this out. So one time I'm on the road and you got cameras in the yard and stuff.
Course,
so I'm like, I call Tony. I go, what is going on there at the house?
Yeah.
And it looks to me like someone is filming a rap video. And she goes, we're filming a rap video. I'm like, oh, well, that's what it looks like.
Sorry for asking.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah, no,
How did that happen?
Yeah.
She goes, I don't know. Somebody knocked on the door and said, can we film a rap video in your front yard? And I said, sure. And so then this kid starts coming often. Every like 6 months we'll get a knock, or she'll get a knock. It's this same dude. And so he explains at some point, because at some point he's like in the house doing stuff, filming things, and then he's by the pool shooting another video. I'm like, man, what is going on? What's the deal? And so Tony explains, this is my wife, she explains to me, well, he has an Instagram deal, and so all of his followers, he lives in LA, but they think that this is his house.
Sure.
He's filming all this stuff in my house.
Yeah.
And he's on
after the remodel. After the remodel.
Post remodel.
Yeah. Didn't even tag you.
It looks fantastic. But these rando we got a knock on the door, and it's Marvel. They make the superhero movies.
Yeah.
Like, hey, could we use your house for a Guardians of the Galaxy deal? Could this be Kevin Bacon's house? And I'm like, wait.
Is this the biggest compliment of your wife's life?
My gosh.
Yeah, dude. An interior designer, someone just knocks on the door. Can we use this in a Marvel movie?
Literally opportunity knocking.
Yes,
dude.
It's Kevin Bacon's house. And I'm like, Kevin's given us so much.
Yeah.
And so, we should give back. Like, of course, he can use our house. Anything Kevin wants. Mi casa, su casa. So,
Kevin.
And also, do you remember that game, 7 Degrees?
Of course, from Kevin Bacon.
I'm like, we just won the game.
Yeah.
Check. In fact, everybody I ever meet, you've won the game.
I'm
like,
nice,
we
dude.
could give back to all the people we know and love.
Kevin's giving us so much.
And now we're all winners, we're all winners.
That's huge.
Yeah.
And did it happen?
It happened, and it was marvelous.
Nice.